Okay, DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I am live. And if you're looking, yeah, I'm wearing a jacket. Um, Today it was 28 degrees Celsius. That's quite warm. And then we had a rainstorm around supper time. And sheesh, in less than half an hour, I would say, we lost 10 degrees. So it's like between 17 and 18 now. So I'm going to take a beer, and it's going to be a Punk IPA. Let me see, where's the camera on this? I'm on my iPad. So here we are. Brewdog. I don't know how you see it actually. How is it written? Punk IPA. Okay. Got a little bit of a cough, so I guess the liquid's going to be good. Yeah, so Mrs. DC is working tomorrow, so she's off to bed, and she said, and it's kind of early still. So she asked me if I was coming to bed, and I said no, it's a bit too early still. And it's Friday, so I'm even wearing my Guinness hat. Everything's everything is mirror effect right now, actually, with the camera. So I always have the impression that it'll be that way, but I know you're not seeing it that way. Cheers. Sorry about that. Oh well, I'm surprised actually in the camera, at least the way it looks here, how light it looks because it's dark here. It really is. And like I say, I thought I'd come out on the deck and have a chance to chat a little bit. So we've just been watching a television show. It's on the Swiss television, and it is second generation Swiss people that have gone to live in Canada. So it's the children, so it would be like the equivalent of our kids, but who would be adults now, which they are actually, up to elderly people, but second generation, like I say, and who make a meal, and all the Swiss get together. So there's five Swiss to get together, and basically they show how their life has changed and what has happened on their life since they live in Canada, and they get it and they make a meal together, and it's called dîner à la ferme. So it's in the Swiss French part. So dinner on the farm in Canada. So it's quite an interesting show. It is funny because I mean, in a way, you can tell it's a bit like us now, and especially I would say with our kids, where the people, yeah, they've got Swiss roots in this case, but they're not Swiss at all anymore. I mean, they're Canadian. And the guy today, he was from the town where my brother lives. So I sent a mail. It was last week. I knew it was going to be this guy, so I sent a mail to my brother and asked him if he knew about him. Well, he told me that he knew who he was, but didn't know him personally. But the guy, he's got Indian, he's got horses from Austria, and he's got a farm with horses. Yeah, and he had like American Indians or Canadian Indians, First Nation as they call them now. I shouldn't even say Indians. I'll probably get smashed by all the politically correct people. But First Nations from Kanawaki and Mohawks, and they came and danced, and it was good. It was actually quite a bit of fun, and so they had people from all over. It was nice. A lot of maple syrup. If you've been brought up in Quebec, or at least in the eastern part of Canada, or the states, United States, you've probably brought up with maple syrup, which is something I mean that you would know. I'm just going to try and see if I'm going to be able to see comments. Um, some messages, such messages, may not be visible. Yeah, okay. Live chat. All messages are visible. I'll put that actually. So if anybody comes, I'll be able to see what's going on. I'm trying to see because I'm using. Oh, I could. Okay, I'm on normal. I can change the what people see, the way they see me. So it's normal. That's just the way it is. Yeah, because I mean, chatting with the iPad is actually really chatting live on YouTube with the iPad is really easy. It can be a little bit more complicated if you're using a computer, but it's all right. I mean, The question is here, I'm just too lazy actually to go film and upload and everything, so I thought I'll just throw out the iPad and I will upload automatically this way. So it's not like I'm looking to do a live chat, but so on. So this week I made a vlog, and I called it, what was it? Was it going to bed procrastination? I don't remember the title anymore. But basically, that's probably what I'm doing right now. I'm procrastinating to go to bed. I'm just chatting with you guys. Yeah. It was interesting. Before watching that television show, actually, the one that was the Swiss that live in Quebec, we were on BBC, and on the well, it's not cable, but it's our internet provider, and we were on BBC, and there's Michael Pordillo, he used to be, I think, was he conservative MP. Now he makes television shows. Sorry about that. I got a cough actually tonight. I don't know why. I didn't have it before. And his thing is trains. So actually today though he was going around mostly with the underground in London, and it was a lot of fun in a way because when we went, was it last year? We went to the West End and stayed there for a while, and he was walking around the places where we were. And I mean, since we lived in England a while, I mean, when people walk around London, of course, it's kind of like, oh, okay, we've been there. Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah, and it's always quite a bit of fun. So it was one of these TV evenings in a way. Yes, we watch a bit of television that way. Mrs. DC also likes to watch a lot of Hercule Poirot. So these are Agatha Christie's things, but they're in French. So kind of, I mean, I like it better when it's in English. But I mean, it was on a French station, so there's no choice about that. Have you ever noticed that? Well, probably you wouldn't because you live in America. But if you live over here, or even if you live in Quebec, and you get the chance to watch a show and listen to how they translate it, especially when it's in French, and you listen to the original American voices. And I always wonder why do they take such stupid sounding voices when people are speaking French? I don't know. There was one show though that we were watching, was it last month, I guess. Yeah, I think, was it called Murder in Paradise? Like I say, I don't watch all that much television, but when I do, it's always, I don't know, it ends up being a lot of these detective shows. And this one originally, so we watched it both in French and in the original language. And the detective, he's Irish, and that was really funny to hear him speak in French because there was no whatever accent, and you're on the islands, and so there was these kind of like typical Caribbean accents and so on, and they were all like neutered basically by making them a kind of a nondescript generic French accent instead of having like all the character of the original accents. Now, of course, this is good for us because we do understand English, so I get why it is in French. But when I was working in Scandinavia at one point, television was always or almost always, except for the children programs, were almost always in the original languages, independently of where it came from. And that was quite interesting on its own because the Scandinavians, and this was in Sweden at the time, yeah, this was in Sweden, also in Denmark, but they are really, really good at languages, and I think it's because they've got it in their ear. They are always, they've got subtitles and the original language, and so they're really, really good at languages. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact they just hear it all the time and they catch on to it. I mean, I don't know. It could be schooling as well, but at least for English, they're really, really good. It's incredible how fast a live video will go. I mean, we're coming up to 10 minutes. Of course, nobody's watching it, so basically it's a vlog, which is what it is right now. So yeah, what's going to be going on this weekend? Well, this weekend, Mrs. DC is working all weekend, And we're between two rainstorms right now because it's supposed to be rain all weekend. A little bit less on Sunday, so if I'm lucky after church, I'll probably manage to do a little bit of, I was going to say, town geocaching or something like that. In another town, I'll take the train and go there and maybe do a little bit of geocaching. I have not been doing much geocaching lately, just for either when we could, we had something else, or the weather was bad, or what. And it's got to the point where most of the geocaches around here we've done, so you've got to go a little bit further. And so, it just makes it a little bit more complicated. Still love it as much, but it's just more complicated. I mean, there's no way that I can compete in numbers. Oh, somebody is watching right now. There's no way that I can compete in numbers with the people who are in America. I mean, which have like geocaches everywhere. We have a good share, but I mean, it's just no comparison. Oh, whoever was on is off. It must have just been somebody going by. Yeah, I won't start talking about views because that is true. I think that is going down. But I really, really, really enjoyed, or I liked the comment from Andy, who basically said that the views are one thing, but I can't. I'm just paraphrasing him right now. But basically, you've honed it down to the people that really want to watch you, and I think that is true. I mean, the people that are on here that are watching when my videos come out, or are the ones who want or are interested, and that's nice. It really is actually, and I appreciate that, and I kind of get that because finally with time, I mean, how long have we been on? It's been more than 10 years, isn't it now? Anyway, it's been a long time we were on YouTube. I don't know why I can never remember how long, but it's a long time. And I mean, some of us are still there, and strangely enough, I mean, some of the people I watch all the time are the people who were there those years, all way back, and they're still there. Okay, so 12 minutes. I guess I'll stop there. I'll just excuse me, slowly finish this drink and actually probably watch a few YouTube videos, and that'll be it for tonight. Okay, so that'll be DC signing off on a relatively long live vlog. It's not a live event or anything like that, but it's a live vlog. So take care, everybody, and I hope that you have a great weekend. Bye bye. So I gotta close this again. Here it is, the corner up here.